Jordanians in Amman have expressed their refusal to accept Gazans following U.S. President Donald Trump's warning that he would cancel the ceasefire agreement between Hamas and Israel if detainees are not returned by Saturday. Trump is set to meet with Jordan's King Abdullah today for what is expected to be a tense discussion, following Trump's proposal to redevelop Gaza and his threat to cut aid to Jordan if the country refuses to resettle Palestinians. King Abdullah has firmly rejected any efforts to annex land or displace Palestinians. Jordanian lawyers have gathered outside parliament to protest calls for the displacement of Palestinians from Gaza and their relocation to Jordan. Later today, U.S. President Donald Trump is expected to meet with King Abdullah of Jordan for what is likely to be a tense discussion following Trump's proposal to redevelop Gaza and his threat to cut aid to Jordan if it refuses to relocate Palestinians. Trump's plan to have the U.S. take control of Gaza has added new complexity to an already fragile regional situation, including the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has stated that Turkey and Malaysia will continue to offer their unwavering support for Palestine. At a joint news conference with Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, Erdogan emphasized that the two countries held bilateral talks discussing cooperation opportunities in areas such as energy, tourism, and culture. The two leaders also addressed regional and international issues, including the Rohingya situation in Myanmar and the situation in Gaza. Anwar Ibrahim added that Malaysia will support a Japanese initiative to establish a fund for Gaza's reconstruction. UNRWA has reported that Israel has displaced approximately 40,000 residents from refugee camps in northern West Bank, warning of a troubling increase in forced displacement. The displacement, which began in Jenin camp and lasted for 3 weeks, is the longest in the West Bank since the Second Intifada and has spread to the Tulkarm, Nur Shams and Farah camps. UNRWA reported that over 60% of the displacement in 2024 was caused by Israeli incursions, with airstrikes, bulldozers, and advanced weapons becoming routine, reflecting tactics similar to those used in Gaza, where 38 airstrikes occurred in 2025 alone. Israeli occupation forces have continued their aggression on the city of Tulkarm and its two camps, Tulkarm and Nur Shams, for the 16th consecutive day. Israeli forces have imposed a tight siege on Tulkarm and Nur Shams camps, increasing patrols and raiding homes, many of which have been abandoned due to forced displacement. They have seized buildings for use as military posts and sniper positions while sending reinforcements to Nur Shams. The assault, which included the use of bulldozers, destroyed infrastructure and resulted in 3 deaths. Palestinians who have returned to Jabalia on Gaza's northern edge have said that the struggle to shield from the cold of the winter months in makeshift tents set up on the rubble of their houses. Hamas officials said that Israel had blocked the entry of 60,000 mobile homes, 200,000 tents and heavy machinery to remove rubble and fuel. Aid organizations have stated that the flow of humanitarian assistance to Gaza has increased since the ceasefire took effect. However, Gazans still call for access to new tents and containers. Demonstrators have blocked an access road to Tel Aviv, Israel, protesting in support of detainees held in Gaza after Hamas announced that it would hold further detainee releases. Following Hamas's unexpected announcement, families of detainees and their supporters took to the streets of Tel Aviv to urge the Israeli government not to abandon the ceasefire agreement. Hamas stated that it would stop releasing Israeli detainees until further notice. citing what the Palestinian militant group called Israeli violations of the ceasefire agreement in Gaza, which increased the risk of reigniting the conflict.